You all know the question by now, right? Are we live? I think we're live. Yes, we are. Yay! Welcome to rainy season. Welcome to what has been a terribly boring day here in Tokyo. There's finally a little bit of reduction in the amount of rain. So now it's actually just raining quite lightly. It's probably gonna get worse soon. So I have no idea for how long I'll be able to go today. But thank you for stopping by nonetheless, and I hope we can have a nice little rainy evening walk here. I do have an umbrella with me. I'm not using it right now, but I might have to use it. What else? Yeah, I'm just here in my good old local boring Futakotamagawa. I'm actually really reluctant to ride any trains now. So I think for the coming 2 weeks or so, you will mostly be getting walks from around here, I'm afraid. I am supposed to get my vaccine tomorrow, and after that I want to wait at least 2 weeks before I start moving around again, because right now the situation here in Japan doesn't look great, especially here in Tokyo, and this Delta variant is highly on the rise. So I want to be safe, I want to be careful, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah. So that being said, tonight we are just taking a little stroll around Futakotamagawa. At least, you know, if the weather is better, I can at least bike a little bit and go to different areas, not just around here. But yeah. Anyway, it is what it is, and yes, better safe than sorry. So, and actually the rain is increasing now, so I think it's yeah, let's umbrella. There we go. Let's umbrella. Your health is important, more important than your streams. My health, my streams are an important part of my health. If I don't stream, my health will go down. But at the same time, yes, I need to avoid that stupid virus. So hopefully we can strike the right balance. So what I'm thinking tonight is I'll start by visiting this little temple up the hill here, which is always nice, and especially maybe on rainy days like this. I'm actually surprised over how bright it is. Sun is supposed to set in like 10 minutes and it's still this bright. That's a little bit surprising. But yeah, hopefully after that we will have a little bit more of like, you know, night rainy urban vibes. And yeah, considering the situation over in the US, I guess I should not be complaining over a bit of rain. That's true. A little bit of a human traffic jam with all these umbrella people. Already 200 people watching. Way! Welcome, and sorry if today's stream is gonna be somewhat boring, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'll try to make the best of it. I just needed to get a little bit of a walk tonight, as I've been sitting at home all day today. So I am in Futakotamagawa, which is in the south of Tokyo, which is my local neighborhood. Someone's asking. pretty hilly around here, as you can see. Also, every time I pass here, this shop always intrigues me, but I've never actually been inside. I should check it out sometime. No, Tony, I won't take a break. I will just not travel. I will, to the extent possible, avoid public transport and crowded places. But I will still take walks in my local area, so there will still be streams, but it might get a little bit repetitive in the coming 2 weeks because, yeah, I may not be able to go to that many new areas. Thank you, Ramesh, for your kind words. And yeah, it would be nice if the tourism ministry would want to sponsor this channel, but they actually sponsor quite a lot of my other works that I'm doing as a photographer, so maybe that's that's enough for now. But yeah, would be great. All right, and someone asked about the temperature. Of course, I'm not. Now I'm balancing my umbrella on my shoulder. So here we go. 22 degrees. Thunderstorm advisory. 100% rain constantly. And this is what the coming week looks like. Yay for rainy season, right? Rainy season in Japan. 98% humidity. So there you have it. Oh, thank you, Yari. Very good thumbnail photos. Thank you. That's good to hear. So that's a little bonus that I threw up for my Patreon supporters today. A gallery with some of my thumbnail photos. So yeah, please enjoy doing so. That's by far. Please enjoy doing so. That's by far. I just left it. I'm using Rakuten because I know that around here it's generally very reliable, but it seems like in front of that temple there was a bit of a blind spot, but now it should be good. Yeah, maybe it's the weather that makes the signal so wonky. I don't know. Usually around here I don't have any problems. Welcome, Takematsu. Welcome. Welcome to a rainy night walk in Futakotamagawa. It's weird. People keep complaining about the signal, but here on my end it just looked like, you know, half a minute when the bitrate dropped a bit. Then it is back to 6000. So try refreshing the window and see if that helps, because I think it should be good. Tony asking about politics in Japan. I don't know. I prefer to stay away from that subject, to be honest, because once I get started I have a lot of things to say, and those tend to be things that can offend some people, so let's not get into that topic here. Thank you, Stefan, for the next Konbini visit. Yes, thank you. I hope you can come back soon. Hope you can come back soon. Yeah, it's pretty rainy. It's still like way less compared to what it was like all day today. So this is still like doable. But for most of the day it was like really heavy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the image quality should be back to 1080p now. If not, try refreshing, reloading the video. That usually sorts out any issues. Hey Joel, good to see you here. Yeah, we just had a little chat on Instagram. Ah, watching the stream with Shochu. That's nice. That's nice. I think I will have a beer sometime soon. Evening beer in the rain. Like a true alcoholic. You can hear the rain on my umbrella. Yeah. It's a nice sound. It's actually quite nice, this walk as well. Yeah, like I said, the rain is not too bad right now, so. And when it's just raining like this, as long as my feet are dry, I'm okay. And I hope you enjoyed the 4K video I posted yesterday. Seems to be quite a lot of people watching it, so I assume that it was a decent one. I'm quite happy with it. It was just such a bummer that I couldn't go, like a big part of the waterfront area was blocked by some Olympics related event. So that was a bit of a bummer, but yeah. Yeah, I can tell you a little bit more about the political situation maybe in a Patreon stream or something, but here on the public ones I prefer to stay away from that topic. Seems like, yeah, I don't know, here on my end everything looks good and has been looking good for most of the time, so it could be that YouTube is having some issues. I actually noticed that there are a bit, like Twitter has been acting really weird today as well. Maybe there's like some backbone on the internet that is having some issues or something. I don't know. Anyway, should be okay. And again, yeah, if the stream stops, always try reloading the page, reloading the YouTube website, because usually that fixes, that sorts things up out quicker than if you're just waiting for YouTube to sort it out on its own. YouTube can be a bit slow.梅雨は英語でrainy season と言います。So Chu is part of your streaming routine as well, Mr. Miyazaki. I see. Didn't know that. Sounds good. I am too weak to drink shochu, so I prefer to stick to beer, but if I wasn't streaming, maybe it would be nice with some shochu actually. I'm thinking about... I think I should stock up on a beer here, because I'm not sure where my next beer purchase, my next conveni will be. So I'll just leave my umbrella like this. Let's do a kitty today. Thank you, Jenny, for sponsoring my beer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, back to 200 plus viewers. That's great. Also great to have my umbrella back. But actually, the rain has almost... Yeah, now the rain is almost gone. So I noticed someone asked where we are tonight. We're in my local neighborhood. So yeah, those of you who are familiar with me and my channel have seen me walk here countless times already, so I'm sorry about that. But right now, yeah, for the coming 2 weeks or so, I will try to avoid traveling on the crowded trains. I'm not sure if I did a rainy night walk here before though. Probably did at some point, but yeah. Hopefully it should look a little bit different than most of my most of my walks in this neighborhood. But at least it's dark now, which means that everything looks much better now compared to when I started today's stream. Yay, or you hate that you never get a notification. Yeah, unfortunately YouTube is really wonky when it comes to notifications. There's no Discord, but you can join my Patreon, then you will get a more reliable notification that way. And if you only want to do it for the notifications, you can just set it to like the lowest amount, like $1. Actually, the Patreon tier starts at $5, but if you just want the notifications and not the other goodies, then yeah, I think even $1 will be enough. But I'm sorry, that's the only way to get better notifications, I'm afraid. There will be a Discord at some point, but that will also be limited to my patrons only, because otherwise it would be too much work to moderate and make sure that it remains a nice place to be. Rain is picking up again. I don't really have any goal for tonight's walk, no. Just like a little stroll around the area and then hopefully find somewhere under a roof where I can drink my beer. And that will be it. So yeah, it's not gonna be a, like I said, it's not gonna be a terribly exciting or interesting walk tonight. Also, I don't think it will be a very long one. Thank you, JR. Yeah, more than $1 or €1 is of course always appreciated. The more the better. This little stream is usually very quiet and yeah, it looks like there's a lot of rain pouring in, so the water flow is a little bit higher. There's actually a lot of areas in the Tokyo region that currently has flooding warning. So I think we're fine around here, but other more rural parts are actually some people are being asked to evacuate right now. $300 people watching now. Thank you. Welcome to my channel. If there's any new viewers out there, please make sure to read the FAQ in the video description. That'll answer many of the questions I get asked all the time. And yeah, I do walks like this almost every day, mostly from Tokyo area, but sometimes other parts of Japan as well. So if you think that's something you enjoy to watch, then please consider subscribing. Usually my streams is just a random walk somewhere and a beer break sometime during that walk. That's the concept of my channel. That's what gained me 65,000 subscribers on YouTube. Which is crazy, but thank you for that. Thank you so much to everyone who keeps coming here all the time. You are the best. You help me stay sane during these troubling times. So that is wonderful. The GPS tracker would be great. Yeah, I'm a little bit reluctant to that because I don't know. It feels a little bit too inviting to do that while streaming live, to be honest. But yeah, I get the point and I understand that some people want that, but usually what I do is, like, whenever I see maps, I try to stop by and explain where I am and where I'm heading. So the rainiest walk, I don't know. Could be that one I did from Sangenjaya to Shimokitazawa about maybe 2 months ago now. That was a pretty rainy one. But I'm not sure. I also did a stream while riding a boat in Fukuoka on a rainy evening. That stream was actually so wet that it kind of messed up my phone. That's when I was shooting with my OnePlus 8 Pro, and after that stream actually the speaker was sounding really weird for a couple of days. But then eventually it fixed itself. But I think there was like too much water getting inside, even though it's supposed to be a weather sealed phone, but maybe it got stuck somewhere and messed up the audio for a while. Hope your umbrella is big and not too heavy. It's one of these tiny foldable ones, but on the bigger side of that spectrum. So it's okay, but it's like it's relatively lightweight, so it's nice while streaming. This path looks gorgeous in the night rain, by the way. I think I need to take a shortcut, or shortcut. I think I need to take a screenshot here. Sony plans to launch a new vlog camera on the 7th this month. Would you consider it? Impossible to say if before knowing the specs, but if it does 4K 60, if it has a relatively wide lens, and if you can live stream from it, then I would gladly pay a lot of money for such a device. If it's especially if it's also weather sealed and small enough to put on a small handheld gimbal, and it also needs stereo mics. So I have a lot of checkboxes that it would need to tick, but if it ticks all those, sure. But to be honest, I don't really feel that camera quality is a limiting factor for my live streams. The limitation for my live streams is probably more like YouTube and software related, and also the lack of widespread 5G. I think that will improve things more than any camera. But it's definitely interesting. I mean, they released that vlog cam like a year ago or something, which was just a rebranded RX100, which was kind of meh. But hopefully whatever they are cooking up now might be a little bit more interesting, one would hope. But yeah, I'm also really for 4K videos. I mean, I think the iPhone 12 Pro Max that I'm using it's like really good. The only thing that annoys me with that is all those internal reflections and dots that you get while shooting night video. But, are you Japanese? So that's exactly one of the questions that I answer in the FAQ, which is linked in the video description. So please read that and you will find out the answer. $350 viewers now, yay! Wonderful, wonderful. Not bad for a random rainy night walk like this. Although I know that a lot of people love rainy night walks. So actually, if I was a little bit more strategic with my channel, I should just stop this live stream and record this in 4K instead. That would make a lot of people very happy. Yeah, every live stream people ask the same question. I mean, it's fine. It means that there's always new people popping in, and that's a good thing. But I do wish that people could at least read the description before asking questions. But it's so nice to hear your voice. Thank you, Joel. Thank you. Yeah. Whenever I post a silent video like I did yesterday, I do get like some people in the chat when I was premiering it was like, oh, it feels so sad without your voice. And then I always get some rather unpleasant people who are like, oh, it's much better when you're silent, thank you. Which, I mean, is a legit comment if you're doing it right and in a nice way, but unfortunately most people tend to be not very nice on YouTube. Is always annoying. Anyway, well, what's happening here? I actually don't really know where I am right now. I don't think I've walked on this street ever before. Går det att livestreama 4K via mobil? Ja, om man har väldigt bra uppkoppling och inte rör på sig så mycket, så tror jag nog att det är möjligt. Men i praktiken för min sorts videos så går det inte. Yeah, I'm kind of... I mean, I wouldn't say I'm lost. I have a pretty good sense of where I am, to be honest. It's just, despite living in this neighborhood for 3 years now, I still find myself on streets every once in a while where I've never set foot before, and that's exactly what happened. What's happening right now. But I do think I've been over here, actually. I think if I walk a little bit further this way, then there will be a park, and that's actually where I had a beer break at another live stream from this area. We'll see. We'll see. And also, since I'm using one hand to hold my umbrella, it means I cannot use that hand for checking the chat on my other phone. So I only see like 2 or 3 messages on the main phone that I'm streaming from, but it's extremely easy for me to miss things because it's moving so fast, and also I might miss some super chat or something, so apologies in advance for that. It's rainy, so you cannot sit on any benches in a rainy park. Well, I don't care that much if I need to wash my shorts after the stream, so it's okay. But ideally, yeah, a dry place would be better, of course. Can you go to the livelier side of Tokyo? No. Not tonight. Not tonight. I have tons of videos on my channel from more lively parts of Tokyo, so feel free to watch those, but tonight I will be in this quiet residential area only. So, I'm sorry. Actually, a bench like this is pretty good, because then at least I won't get that wet. But I think, okay, this is just for people living here, and because this is Japan, I should respect that. Katsuobushi, 今Futakotamagawaでございます。いつものFutakotamagawa。すみません。つまらないところですけど。Oh yeah, I forgot that it's a Friday night tonight. As a self-employed, weekends just doesn't mean that much to me as it does to most people. Okay, now we're back here on this kind of main street, so that's good. The week has gone by fast. Yes, it has for me as well. Every week just flies by when you have a baby. Trust me, it's crazy. That having a baby is kind of like time travel. Suddenly, you're like, time just swishes before you without you noticing. The fact that the half of 2021 is already over, that's kind of crazy. I thought it just started, but no. How was Mini today? She was great. She was great. I was hanging out with her a lot. Her mom was having some errands, so she had some we had some quality time together, so that was nice. We were mostly just at home though, because it was raining so much, but towards in the early afternoon or late afternoon, like 2 hours before the stream, the rain actually calmed down a little bit, so that's when we went out, and it was nice for her to get a little bit of change of environment. she's not too happy when she just had to stay at home all day. I hope that it won't be as bad this weekend, because weekends I really want to go out and stream, because a lot of people tend to be able to watch my weekend streams, so they're quite nice to do. But yeah, I'm not sure about this weekend how much I'll be able to do. My wife is fine. Thank you for asking. She's good. She's good. No, that's true. I need to go out tomorrow anyway to get my vaccination. So it's actually quite far away from where I live. I have to travel for like an hour to get there. Seems to be raining frequently in Japan recently. Yes, because it's the rainy season. It's the rainy season. Rainy season has a lot of rain, hence the name. But it will end in maybe 2 weeks, and then I will just be baked instead, because then it will be super hot and humid every day until October. Tony, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed silly me in my last stream. That was fun. So over there you see the station area of Futakotamagawa. Now I'm actually heading down towards the riverside. Maybe I should do a standing beer break today, because I think it will be difficult to find a place where I can sit down and drink my beer. Yeah, in the summer it's like constantly 35 plus degrees. Some days it's even closer to 40. Some parts of Japan even have temperatures higher than that, but that's pretty rare. Also 40 is pretty rare here in Tokyo, but like we can have like 37, 38 day after day after day. And that's pretty, for my Scandinavian body, that's pretty harsh and not very pleasant. Yeah, I think I will head up here towards, even more towards the river, and then might be able to do a standing beer break somewhere. Fitbit は便利ですか？実はあんまりなんかこの散歩メーターとか何歩歩いたそれしか昨日使ってないなんかそれだけそのためにだけ買った。基本的にはスマートウォッチはあんまり好きじゃない。なんかメールとかそういうなんかノティフィケーションズ来るばっかりだから結構ストレスがたまるからあんまり好きじゃない。でもそれは全部オフでただの時計だけで使 So someone asked if I think the Fitbit is useful, and basically I'm only using the step counter and the sleep tracking. Everything else, all the smart functions, are switched off. I used to have a smartwatch and I hated it. It just made me so stressed getting all the notifications to my watch. It was completely pointless for me. But yeah, maybe... Oh, what's that? Is it a cat or is it something else? I don't know if you can see it, but there's some animal. Could be... No, I think it's a cat. Yeah, it's probably a cat, right? I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty dark. Super quiet here around the river, as you can see. Maybe a little bit too dark, actually. I don't know how much you can see if I continue going down this way. どうしよう. I want to drink my beer. That's currently on the top of my priority list. But it's so quiet. Can you hear? I can hear some crickets. I don't know if you can hear them, but I certainly can. Anyway, there's a table here, or not a table, but some sort of device or machine or whatever. I'll just prop my camera onto this thing and stand here drinking my beer, and you get a nice view of Futakotamagawa. Is that okay? FAQ is in the video description. So yes, I will just stand and drink here. Rainy beer break. Kanpai, my friends, and thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me tonight again on this little rainy evening. Kanpai. Is that smoke or clouds? I think it's clouds, and then the light pollution reflecting off the clouds. But actually, hey, the rain actually kind of stopped, so that's nice. And then there's something coming out of this building, right? Over here. That's probably just kind of from the... I don't know if it's from the ventilation system, if it's steam or something else, but yeah. That's a shopping mall, so... it shouldn't be anything too serious. Is it humid? Yeah, it's 98% humidity right now. So, quite humid. What's the minimum age to drink beer in Japan? I think it's 18. Or maybe 20. I don't know. One of those. When did I buy the beer? I bought it at a convenience store about 20 minutes ago, maybe? Compared to Asahi, like all those major beer brands taste the same to me. It's 20 in Japan. Okay, yeah. I was way over the limit when I came here 13 years ago, so I never really had to think about that. Irvan, are you in Amsterdam now? How exotic. If you're the same Irvan who always stops by at my stream, but I haven't seen for a while actually. I don't know if you're the same. Let me know. Am I in a scary spot? You think so? I don't, but maybe some people would consider this as a scary spot. Don't know. Flygplatsen till München. No worries, you can't super chat, I see. Why are you typing to me in Swedish? Thank you for stopping by anyway. Yeah, I hope I can do a stream tomorrow. My vaccination appointment is 1. So if it's not raining too hard, I will try to do a stream either before or after, but like around that time probably. Midnight walk on a cemetery. In general, I don't really feel okay streaming from cemeteries. So yeah, for that reason, it doesn't matter if it's midnight or any other time, but I wouldn't mind a midnight walk somewhere else. But you know. Are you getting vaxxed too, Ray? Nice, congratulations. Ah, thank you, Takashi-san. 今年はスウェーデン帰るそうですか？そうですね。実は今月の15日はスウェーデンの切符あるんですけど、行けるかどうかはまだわかんないです。行きたい、本当に行きたいけど、やっぱり今の状態はちょっと複雑。行くは問題ないけど、日本に帰るはちょっと大変になりそうので、そのために行かない可能性もあります。So, sorry, one of my Japanese viewers asked if I'm planning to go back to Sweden this year, and I mentioned this before. I think I have a ticket actually later this month for Sweden, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. Ideally, I want to be fully vaccinated before I go, and there's some talk about Japan going to start issuing vaccine passports later this month. So if that happens, I might be able to go to Sweden. Yeah, side effects might happen. I'm not too concerned about it, but maybe I will regret those words, but still. I think it's the most responsible thing to do, and it's the right thing to do. And someone posted a long post on my as a comment yesterday about vaccine side effects, but I felt that was a little bit too much propaganda-ish and not very scientifically backed information, so I actually removed that. Anyway, what are you saying? Yeah, my arm's gonna feel sore. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can handle that. I'd much rather have a sore arm than being forced to spend weeks in an ICU further down the road. Any direct flight from Japan to Sweden? No, there was supposed to be one. Oh, did you see that insect flying by? Nice, cool, big thing. I don't know what it was. No direct flights. No, there was supposed to start last year, but because of the pandemic, they are currently on hold. So the best route to go to Sweden right now is via Helsinki in Finland. or there's direct flights to Copenhagen, which is actually close to my hometown, so that's also a pretty good option for me. Yeah, if you're going to Stockholm, I think flying is easier, but if I'm going to Malmö in the south, it's easy to take the Copenhagen flight. Oh, Per-Ola, yes, you can certainly take the ferry from Helsinki, because we did that together. When was that? 3-4 years ago. Japan 日本人は炭酸水が好きなのかな。それ質問ですか？So I am almost done with my beer and ready to keep on walking. I think only 20 viewers left this time. That might be a new record for number of people leaving during a beer break. So thank you. Maybe it's the nice view that kept you. But actually, I don't need the umbrella anymore. So that's wonderful. That actually means that I could be drinking my beer and walking at the same time. 楽天のオフィスはそうですね、ここから直接見えないと思いますけど、ちょっとだけなんか赤い点は多分楽天のメインオフィスかもしれない。この角度からちょっと分かりづらいです。So I think I will head down towards the busy station area, and I think that area should look quite nice now with this in this light. So yeah, let's get going. Okay, let's get going. Yeah, I think mineral or carbonated water isn't that common in Japan as compared to many other countries. But I drink it all the time, and I used to buy it a lot. But last year or 2 years ago, we got ourselves a soda streamer just so we could make our own carbonated water. So that's what we're drinking these days. そうですね、花火大会は多分今年も中止と思います。それは中止けどオリンピックはやってる。それはちょっとおかしいな。So there's a really big fireworks event down here by the river. Actually, it's one of the biggest in Tokyo. I think the biggest is Sumida River one, but the one here is like maybe next biggest. We can see it from our balcony, which is quite nice, by the way. But anyway, hej Caroline, roligt att se dig här. But yeah, they cancelled it last year because of the pandemic, and they're most likely going to cancel it this year. I think it's already been decided that they're cancelling it this year. But then at the same time, they're just pushing ahead with the Olympics, of course. They're like cancelling things like flower watching festivals in the outskirts of Tokyo, because that's too dangerous to be outside and watch some flowers. But Olympics is fine. Yes, Ken Moji-san, I totally agree. Totally agree with you. Wishful walking videos. Welcome. Tokyo quarantine. Cool. You want to meet up when you're done with the quarantine? Fredrik! Hej! Vad kul att du är här. Gärna öl om och när jag kan komma till Sverige. Absolut. Vad roligt. Oh, and that reminds me. Oh, good. I was almost about to forget. But I want to do a little shout out to my new mega supporter. Bit of a wonder. He also makes walking videos in glorious 4K resolution from beautiful places all over the US. Or maybe not all over, but pretty ambitious channel. And very nice to watch, so highly recommend you to check it out. The link is in the video description, as always. So let's head back towards the busy part of Futakotamagawa. Can you hear the crickets? Paul Dunkersloot, couldn't catch your anniversary stream live. Congrats and thanks for all your effort. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching and supporting. People like you is what keeps this channel running, so all of you should be grateful for the tiny percentage of people who actually contribute financially, because they are doing a very important deed that helps all of you to enjoy more videos. And yes, this is indeed the path along the Tama River. Tama River is down here, over there. This is not Tama River. This is Sen River or Nor River. I forgot which one. But a smaller little river that flows into Tamagawa down there. Here's a driving school, the Koyama Driving School, which seems to be busy, even late at night like now. And over there, on the other side of the river, you have the Kawasaki. Who needs lessons? I need lessons. I need tons of driving lessons. I've never, ever in my entire life put my foot on the gas pedal. That's something that I have never, ever done in my entire life, which is kind of crazy. Passed here many times, yes, for sure. Let's live my driving lessons. Yeah, maybe. Should we do that? So that I can start doing driving videos after that. That would be fun. It's like seriously one of the main reasons why I would want to get a driver's license, to be able to do driving videos. If I've been to Gifu Prefecture, I'm not sure. What's there? What famous places are in Gifu? Takematsu could be my driving sensei. Yeah, that's true. He's a professional driver. Gifu has those handcrafting places. Not sure. There's like handcraft places all over Japan, I think. Like literally each prefecture seems to have some sort of handcrafts that they're very proud of. Yeah, I can't do beer breaks when I have my license, so that's a big downside. Shirakawa-go, right. I've been to Shirakawa-go. So I have been to Gifu then. Shirakawa-go, yes. I went there just for a day trip from Kanazawa a couple of years ago. So that's where I've been. Mona Berge, tack så mycket. Tack så jättemycket. Leve Norge. Shirakawa-go is nice. Yeah, it's nice. I enjoyed it. I want to walk and drink beer with you someday. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. But you're not in Tokyo, right? If you are in Tokyo, I'll be happy to. I'll be happy to go on a walk with you and drink beer. That would be fun. Have you met any fans midstream? No fans. There's been a couple of times when people have come up to me while I've been streaming because they watched the stream, but I don't think they were fans. I think it was more like that they noticed that I was streaming and then they searched for my video and came up and said hi. Are you already a citizen in Japan? No, I'm not a citizen in Japan and I have no plans to become one. I am pretty happy being a Swedish citizen. To get Japanese citizenship, you would have to give up all the others. Yes, that's correct. So that's why I don't want to do it. And also I don't have plans to stay in Japan for much longer anyway, so I heard that foreigners often get stopped by police to check their ID. I lived here for 13 years and I think that has happened to me twice. So, but I've heard, I have friends who has it happening way more often. So yeah, maybe I've just been lucky. Maybe I don't look suspicious enough for the police to worry about me. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't had that happen to me very often. Oh, actually, remember a few days ago when I showed you that there's a shrine on top of a house? I think this is the entrance to that shrine. I don't think it would be good to go inside now, so I won't do that. No, they ask pedestrians for it. I don't think it matters if you drive a car or not. Did your wife speak Swedish before she met me? Yes, she did. She did. She was an exchange student in Sweden when she was in university. So she knows. He speaks Swedish very well. Yep, Lucas, that shrine on a roof next to the highway. I think what we just passed was the entrance to that shrine. Although I can't say for sure, but judging from the location, it should have been. Oh, great, trash can. I can get rid of my empty beer. How tall are you? I'm almost 190 centimeters. 188, 87? Something like that. What else are you saying in the chat? When you go back, can we have Sweden Explorer? Yes. To be honest, if I knew that I would still get as many views and as much income from my YouTube channel, if I knew that that would stay even if I moved to Sweden, then I would probably move like this year. But it's still gonna be a gamble, and I don't expect that as many people will be interested in videos from Sweden. So I need a little bit more time and planning to make sure that I don't risk all my finances. But I definitely hope to keep on making videos. Maybe not necessarily just from Sweden, but more like to travel all over Europe and make videos. That's what I'm hoping for, and because I really enjoy doing YouTube. It's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy not having any boss, but being completely free and work directly for you, my viewers. So that's something I hope I can keep on doing. Know this area? Yes, those of you familiar with my channel certainly knows this area. I think we're not ending the live yet, not yet, but maybe in another 10 minutes or so, I think. Just snapping some potential screenshots here. Let's do these small side street and alleys here. Day one, you just joined. I'm in Futakotamagawa, in the south of Tokyo. Are you taking your thumbnail photo? Yes, I am. I am taking my thumbnail photos today on my loud and obnoxious iPhone because it's bought in Japan, so I cannot switch off the shutter sound. Yeah, Dutch people are real tall. Swedes are not that tall, I think. Not compared to Dutch, anyway. So let's go down this way. Here they actually have a Moroccan restaurant. I need to try this sometime. I've never been. But Moroccan food is nice if it's done right. And this place looks kind of legit. Oh, hey Pim, welcome. Yes, you Dutch person, you.
Okay.
So yeah, even fancy Futakotamagawa have a little bit of a drinking alley district, but it's pretty. Oh, it's actually not that small. It's surprisingly. There's a surprisingly large number of shops here. I have to admit that I haven't really been to many of these places though. But before pandemic, it could be quite lively down here. Oh, 400 viewers, neat. Thank you. Thank you everyone for stopping by. 400 viewers and like 4 super chats today. Thank you. Anna Maria Erseg, I love watching your videos with the family. Thank you. Thank you. That's great to hear. It's great to hear. I hope you didn't watch that one when I had to go to the bathroom while streaming a while ago. That was embarrassing. I think still they're not allowed to serve alcohol in Tokyo after 7 right now. For a long time they weren't allowed to sell alcohol at all, but now they can do it, but only until 7. Because we all know that Corona comes out after 7 o'clock, right? Oh yes, if you're watching and you haven't yet clicked the like button, please consider doing so. That's a very easy way to show me some love and also help support the channel. Are you Japanese? That is one of the questions that you will find the answer to if you spend 1 minute reading the video description where there's an FAQ. On average, people ask that question maybe on average 5 to 10 times every stream. It would be kind of boring for my regular viewers to hear me answer the same questions all the time. That's why there's a FAQ. Lots of cars now. guess this is like rush hour. People are heading home from work, or maybe they just finished their shopping. This is like the parking lot for the fancy shopping mall here. Is there Grab or Uber in Japan? Yes, Uber is here. It's not that big though. Grab is not available in Japan as far as I know. Taking taxi in this time of the day, for me it's much quicker to walk home, so that's what I will be doing after this stream, even if it rains a little bit. Have you passed 10k steps already? Yes, I have. It's 11.5k now. 11.5. Thank you, Lucas. Yeah, that's a good idea. It needs to be the title for every video from now on though. 400 people watching. Should I walk a little bit further then? Another 5 to 10 minutes maybe? Tommy, the best summer in Sweden, in Stockholm, 10 years. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. It looks really nice over there. I so miss Sweden when I see all the photos that my friends are posting on Instagram. Yeah, I'll do another 5 to 10 minutes just walking around this shopping mall area. Some of you have seen it a million times on my channel already, so sorry about that, but it's either that or nothing right now. So. Where are we now? We are in front of Futakotamagawa station. It's lovely that you're interacting with the audience. Thank you very much. Oh, arigato, Ochimaru-san. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you, Ochimaru, for the super chat. Very generous. Very generous. So, for those of you asking where we are here, Futakotamagawa, which is about 15 minutes from Shibuya by train. If I ever walked in Kugayama? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a bit far from where I live, and also not so special area, I think. But I usually like areas that aren't special, so that shouldn't stop me. Maybe I will walk there sometime, but I don't think I've ever been there on any of my walks. No. Yes, Tokyo Corporation. They basically owns everything along this train line. They own this shopping mall. They own many of the residential buildings around here. They are like, yeah, they own this place basically. Want to make live walk in Adachi-ku? Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but it's also very far from where I live. which is kind of the reason why I don't go there very often. Darsh20, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. They own the air. That's probably one of the few things they don't own around here, actually. But they do own a lot of this place. I think it was a while since I did a little evening walk through this area though. So maybe some of you will enjoy it. Haha, Pim, sorry that 1 year anniversary stream is really long. I'm sorry for causing you inconvenience by producing too much material. Yep, the LED stairs are on. LED stairs are on. Tokyo should indeed sponsor my supercar fund. Yeah, they should. I think so. Speaking of sponsor, this is kind of funny. Sweden House. It's actually a pretty big company in Japan that makes Swedish-inspired houses, which are supposed to be quite good. Like they use, you know, things like insulation, which you can't really take for granted in Japanese houses. So they build houses that are meant to last. I don't know if they're actually owned by some Swedish person or have any actual connection to Sweden. But yeah. It's funny that they have like adverts here. I heard that their houses are pretty expensive though, but probably because the quality is better than most houses. Most houses here in Japan are pretty cheaply built and not really very attractive to me. Lucas Mihara, thank you. I will check that out. I don't know what it is, but I will definitely check it out. Thank you, Jenny, for posting the Sweden House website. I mentioned this before, I think. Often when I go on walks with my daughter, so I really like this store, the Staya Electrics, which is kind of a weird hybrid between a home electronics store and a bookstore. And it's pretty big and spacious and generally, yeah, really nice to just hang out in. And I often go there with my daughter because the sound in that shop is very pleasant and she often falls asleep and sleeps very well when I'm there. So it's a little, and whenever she falls asleep I buy myself a coffee and enjoy a little bit of silent time, which anyone who's a dad probably knows is suddenly very, very valuable once you have a baby. Just being able to, you know, browse Twitter for more than 5 seconds at a time or reply to an email, that suddenly becomes a very fancy luxury. Yeah, it's not raining much now. Here's the Rakuten head office, by the way. Someone asked about that. Ah, P.O. Du somnade? Vad är det för fasoner? Lång dag, okej då. Du är ursäktad. はいはいはい。その安い野菜お店。知ってる。Yes, living in these apartments are very expensive. The rest is not apartments. This is the head office for Rakuten, which is the one that I'm using for my stream right now. But yeah, it's been 90 minutes and I'm kind of lost, or not lost, but like at a loss as where to go from here. So I think I will simply end the stream here. This is a nice view to wave goodbye with, isn't it? $100 million, yeah, maybe. If you're lucky, you can buy an apartment for 100 million yen in here. Depends on how big it is. It might be more expensive than that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, the rain is picking up a lot, so yeah, I better find some shelter. Thanks a lot and see you next time. Bye bye. See you maybe tomorrow. Fingers crossed. See you when I see you. Bye bye. Hej då. Auf Wiedersehen.